Oh, welcome everyone, KD here, and I'm finally back with a live stream. I'm so sorry that last week I actually missed two of my three live streams I scheduled. I'm really sorry about that, but just because it is so shortly before Christmas, I just didn't have really time and energy to do uh, live streams. So this stream here is kind of something I want to try out. Is really jump in maybe more on random times and make short live streams, maybe around an hour long, maybe 90 minutes, maximum 2 hours for a stream, something like that, and then mix it up with this scheduled live stream that are longer. With longer I mean 3 hours plus. Yeah, and I just want to kind of see how this works. So um, I don't know the next 3 days, so Christmas and everything. So I'm not sure how many chances I have to stream during this time. If I have a chance and I have a topic I want to work on, then I will just jump in at any time for these 3 days. Then after that, I will try to get a little bit back to the schedule I made with these three big live streams, but I want to also do these random short live streams. So the scheduled one they should be very very long, and the other ones should be shorter, like I said, an hour or so. They're not scheduled one, um, something like that. I have to check something. Maybe I just fucked myself. No, it's okay. It's okay. um, Anyway, that's kind of the idea where I'm going here. So I'm babbling a little bit because I started the stream a little bit too early. My Unreal Engine has still to set up, but so that gives me the time to kind of explain what I want to do with these shorter streams versus the scheduled longer streams. And yeah, so I will for sure talk about this more in, in maybe the next 2 weeks or so. I will kind of try to combine these two types of streams, short and longer ones. So I probably will in the new year kind of maybe change the schedule. I think it's I'm not sure if three long streams are worth it, or if only two in the weeks for now, and then do on all other days, at least on all other days, some short live stream or edited video, so I can I have every day something on something new on my channel. That's kind of the goal. Um, I still like this really long streams. So I personally like them actually, where I just can work on my project from start to end, and really, if I do 3 hours plus, I get somewhere. If I do less than that, then most of the time I don't really get anywhere, and then have to stop it and do it another day, and that's kind of annoying. It really breaks the workflow. So I still want to keep this. I mean, these long live streams. I'm not sure if I can keep it up with three long live streams in a week. I'm not sure if I can really put a schedule on it or be more free with it. That's things I have to figure out. Really, that I mean, the channel is still. I'm still working on how on building up the channel on how I want to do it. I kind of want, for the sake of building up the channel, really uh, have every day something I can add to my channel, live stream or a tutorial or anything else. That's just that's that thing. So yeah, and on this short live stream, like here now today. So I'm sorry that I'm talking a little bit much before doing something. I will just come soon to the things I want to do today. It's just there are things that I have to prepare for, but then the actual thing, it may not take that long to prepare. So now with the sandworm, we did the major part. We created the mesh, we created the morph targets and everything like that. And I'm not too happy with the finished product. I mean, it's okay, but there are just things I want to change. And these changes, I don't need 3, 4, 5 hours live stream for most of these changes. We can put these changes in smaller live stream like this one here, and this is a part of one of these smaller live streams. I also can do like requests in this in the small live streams. If someone asks me something, hey, show me that, or hey, in this tutorial you explained this, I tried it out, please, but it didn't work, please can you help me out, or anything like that. I can do that in one of the smaller live streams. And what we also do today, what I also can do is kind of experiment with stuff I myself have still to learn, and that's something today. And today we look at drawing normal maps, and that's an example on how a normal map looks like. These are kind of colors, the colors you need. So now we kind of have a little bit of problem here. Yeah, I probably have to make the picture a little bit bigger, yeah, smaller, so we get it completely into frame. Sorry about that. Let me do this. Yeah, let's go to 500 or so. So we can look at it a little bit better. I just realized something. I selected the wrong layer. I'm sorry about that. Let's go to present, and it's quite faster. Let's make it 50%. Here, 50%. Oh, it was too much. On so scale, and now we have to get it here. So you see here, this is a normal map. The steel blue color is kind of flat, and then the other colors, they represent the steepness of it. So I really like this one here down here, because it really shows how it works. So if you come down from below and you walk up here, and you have this purple color, you go down, or no, you go up. This is the right one, this is the from the other side, sorry about that. You go up, and then when you walk further and you cross the sky blue color, then you go back down. And if you come from left to the right, you have it with this turquoise color here, you go up, and the pink color, you go down. And that's really how this this part here does show this really good. And here you see kind of more complicated forms with more complicated forms with circles and so on, and you see that they kind of transition to each other. What this transition is kind of a little bit more complicated. I have an idea how I can do it. I don't know how, if it works out, how it looks like. Let's say it like this. But that's something I want to test out. Maybe today, maybe next time when we pick this up here. So again, this is also very new for me. Drawing normal maps. Before that, I often used height map with. That's a little bit different. Is like if you use black and white. Black means it's further. It looks like further away, and white it means it is closer to you. However, you then have to use a software or anything that can transform the height map into a normal map, and the ones I use, the ones that are free, that you don't have to pay for, they sadly often don't give me the result I actually want. And absolutely, if you have something like this, so more transition between these two, that's why I kind of want to learn how I can create them on my own, and this is kind of the process. So I actually did already one. This is this one here. I didn't want to do that here. Let me fill this out again. Back. Sorry. Yeah, that's because I played around here. And this is a extremely simple one. It's the same principle like we saw here with this one down below here. It's just I kind of put it more on the corners. That was a little bit a mistake to put it on the corners. I will tell you then kind of why it has. I mean, because it's such a simple form, it's not that big of a problem. But if you have a little bit more complicated texture, then it gets a problem because you wanna create a seamless texture. With seamless texture, I mean you can set the textures together without problem together. You can multiply them as many times as you want and just set them together, and they fit all the time. And if you just have a completely different color than you have on this side, then you can't really make it seamless. Maybe we come back. We definitely come back to seamless again. I'm not sure if we do this in this video or in another, because I said like I want to keep this video short, and I'm talking a lot about what this stream means here and so on. So you maybe also realize the number. I didn't give it a full number to the stream. I gave it 13.1, and that's what I will do when I do a big stream. I will give it a new full number, and then I add a small stream between. Then I give it a small number, and then I just go up with the small numbers until the next big stream comes up. So you can understand how I'm going with that. But again, these things can change. Yeah, all these things can change in the future. So I created this normal map, and this was just testing for can I create something and what is the effect. And I can show you the effect because now it started up. So what I actually want to do is for my sandworm. So what I have to figure out, what I said before, is kind of I have to figure out how I wanna do the head. Because like his now, he doesn't make too much sense. because he has an open mouth. I said before that he kind of looks like a fish, and if a fish, for a fish it makes sense to have a big mouth, and even if you're not a very fast fish, or you don't have to be very fast, can even be open all the time, so you can take a lot of water into you and take out the oxygen in the water so you can breathe. But if you have a sandworm that moves in the sand, you don't want to have a creature that's the whole time eats sand. So kind of have to really think about how I want to do the mouth area, how we can close it. So the most sense would make to have a really steep steep front, really a front that goes to one point as much as possible, so there is not a lot of resistance. That will probably make the most sense. But I have to kind of I'm still thinking about how I can do that. It was kind of one thing was kind of like having the alien mouth in mouth or something like that. That's one idea. Another idea is to break his mouth up into 3 or 4 pieces so he can kind of clap it up and clap it together, but I have to think about it. Maybe I found a different solution. Yeah, and what I want to do is kind of making some kind of scales, and so that's why I tested the normal maps here, and one thing is the test worked because it kind of had the effect I was looking for, but the result is not, of course, not the one I really want. So I have to say, I'm thinking about creating scales for the sandworm. However, I'm not too sure to really, will it work out, will it look any good or anything like that. So we have to but it's kind of really good now to make tests here for normal maps and see how the effect is and so on. And so we learn a lot of things. And I was really first I didn't want to record normal maps because like I said, I don't know too much about it, or I'm still learning about it. But then I kind of had the feeling, yeah, maybe what I do here is kind of interesting for others too, because I will try different effects and see how it works. So the other problem is that we don't really, it's not seamless here. Like you see kind of this differences here, what definitely doesn't look good. Then the other thing with scales is that I don't want to, I want to have more round forms for these scales to go up to. So when we go back to our normal map I showed you here, I want more something like this here and less something like we did right now, like this here. The other thing is I want to change the form to a more diamond form with 6 corners and see how that looks. So these are kind of the plan I want to do in this stream, in this short stream, and the next short streams kind of work on these normal maps. I hope you guys kind of will. Sorry about that. Yeah, sorry. I hope you will find this interesting. I hope you will learn something from this about normal maps and so on. If I kind of really, how should I say, nailed it, maybe not nailed it down, but if I figured it out how really normal maps works and so on, so don't worry, I will create a tutorial about that and so on. But right now it doesn't make sense to make a tutorial when I myself just have an idea what I want to do today, and I don't know the result yet. I hope that makes sense. So that's why this is experimental. I still hope you will learn something from it, maybe learn from my mistakes, I don't know, and so on. So I talked now for most of the stream, and so let's go to work. So one other problem I made here was that I chose a way too big scale for my pattern here, because this is a pattern. We scale this down. We want this small, and we just repeat it over and over and over again. And I took 1000 times 1000, but it's quite a lot. I mean, 4K is only 4 times that big. So if we scale this down and make a pattern, we get enormous picture size. That I think it was what I tried to do was over 1.5 gigabytes. So of course we don't want that. We don't want to create a game that is hundreds of gigabytes big. So I will start I have to stop talking and start working. I try to talk while I'm working. That would make sense. So we'll create a new one. You see, I used 1000 to 1000 pixels. I go down quite a bit to 50. More is extremely small, but let's try to work in that. Yeah, you kind of have to figure out kind of how much you want. We'll see if that is enough. To be honest, we don't really know yet. So as said, I want to do kind of diamond forms, and for that I first kind of do a background with this form. So I don't want to have it. I still want to kind of have it like a little bit hand drawn, so that there is a little bit randomness in it, that it's not perfect. However, I want to do it seamless, and for that I kind of have to at least have the corners, the top corner having the same, how can the top corner has to end the same like the corner below starts, if that makes sense. So what I will do is, sadly you can't directly draw Gimp lines that are just straight. I think there is a way to kind of create it straight, but I use another method, so I'm not the best person to explain to you how Gimp works, but I can kind of work in it. So I created a rectangle, so now I can fill out this rectangle I made here, and it will look like a straight line. So I want to right now work with black and white. I will do the same thing again. I will create a second rectangle around here, maybe too big, something like that. I will do the same thing. Like I said, right now I'm not concentrating too much on is everything the same size and so on. Is it on the right place? This is anyway still for testing. So I have 2 lines here, and now I have to think about probably around here and here. So I will do the same for horizontal lines. And you will see later on why I'm doing this, or I hope you'll understand how. If you know a better way to do things like that in Gimp, then yeah, please let me know in the comments. And around here. Let's fill this out here. Yes, so I made this form here, so I wanna create triangle here. Let me think about it. Did I do something wrong? This is one. How do they have to kind of be let me draw something. I will add a new layer, a transparency is okay. Let's go down here to look at that. Let's go down to 1. That's a problem. Sorry, I have to deselect square, and maybe 50-50 is a little bit too less. Maybe I have to take a different color for this. Let's do red. So from here, down here, down here, down here, up here. Yeah, so now I'm not so sure if 50-50 was, but we will see. And then the next one is here. Is that okay? No, it's not okay. Of course it's not okay. We have to do a line here. And then here is one. No. Why is that so hard for me right now? I had it before the stream. I really had it, how I want to build it up. I probably have... Should we take 100 times 100? Maybe that's better. I really don't like this here too much. We can't take from top to top. We have to do it kind of until the center. Then go up, go down. Then we have here one. Something like this. Let me create a new layer just to lay this out here. So we need center. Let's make this black so we understand. Center here. So we come down from down here, then we put here. This is one scale here. Is that correct? No. Undo, undo, undo. No, not like this. We want the second one in here. Kind of like this. In here. So we start with this one here, and that's down below, also down below here. And we go We probably have to create the center here, down here, like this, something like that, right? Yeah, that's how we have to create it, probably. So let me create a new one. Let's see how 100 times 100 looks like. I still want a kind of quality quality texture here, even if we scale it down and things like that. So let me recreate the scribbling I did before, like add a new layer. I will no, let's keep it for now so we can look at something. Okay. I want to show you how normal maps works, and now I'm talking most of the times about other stuff, about the stream and drawing, not even normal maps. I'm sorry about that. Maybe I have to do this first stream a little bit longer because I was talking the whole time. Okay, let's create here a middle, and here a middle. It doesn't matter, it doesn't look good right now. And then we create here, so we have to do more lines. Something like that, and then we take red. So we come from down here, and this is our first one, so it doesn't look good. Then here, only until here, and then to this. I think we have to do it like this. The thing I'm not too happy about is that we have here a corner. Did I do the same? Yeah, I think no, we didn't do the same here. Oh, I understand why. So we are in here, like this. Let me get a new layer. Sorry about that. Okay. Again, I try again. Here, then here, here, here. Okay, now with red. And what we do is we go off here, something like that. Then we're back. I see. It's probably not possible to do without the corner. Yeah, and it doesn't really matter. Except we really go random. Yeah, that's just the part I don't really like here. But it will be difficult to do differently. That's okay. Okay, we can scrap this one here, and yeah, let's work with 100 times 100 and then see how the outcome is. I'm not too sure about it. Maybe we have to go bigger than 100 times 100. I wish we don't have to, just because of the size. But this is still testing, so it's okay. So I will around the center. Like I said, it doesn't matter. Sorry, let it select none. Let's create a new one, new layer. Okay. This is no, it's kind of high. This is better. Doesn't matter. Just let's keep the line a little bit thick. Let's make it smaller, a little bit smaller. Fill it with black. Then let's split this in half. And here, black. Edit. Undo. No, it's okay. Okay. I want to do it slim. Select none. I have to. So maybe have to rename this one here, because I was really hoping to get to the normal maps faster, but I was talking too much, and I maybe should have figured this part out here a little bit earlier. Anyway, let's just keep going, and then we do the same here. Is that their center? Ah, damn it. I have to create a new one. Actually, I can go with the numbers up here. 50 should be the center, actually. Edit. With edit, I mean myself. Anyway. And then we split this one in half. 25. And do the same here. That's okay. 75. Okay, now I will create a new layer. This is just to have kind of structure where we can draw now. So maybe I have to take this one here. That's a lot better. Too pixelated, but let's try it with like this, and let's zoom in. So I said we go up here, and from here we go to the center. Yeah, more or less. Edit, undo. Let's keep it at least. God damn it. Can't be that hard. It seems it is that hard. Nothing to worry. No, come on. Where is the... So now it's one line, and we go back to red. I'm honestly not too sure. Maybe, yeah. Let's just go on for now. It actually doesn't matter. I don't need the lines. Whatever. For the normal maps, I don't need the lines. I just need colors. Whatever. So I'm doing it much too detailed. Then here. I'm not too sure, so I don't have to draw the line here. I mean, I'm not too sure if I want to have it so symmetrical, the scales, or if I want to make them thinner. But that's something I have to figure out later on. I actually can still do that in the material setting for Unreal Engine. So let's just finish it and go on with the texture drawing. Okay, so I have to check something. Not really, huh? Shouldn't be. Let's go back here. Okay. Let's see if that works. I'll fill this in, 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 and now it works. Okay. Yeah, I just want to save all the colors in here. If you need the colors, I think the easiest way is to Google a normal map example and then take the colors out like I do here. Or maybe I will give you the code for the colors somewhere. That's maybe so purple is the last one. Pink, steel blue, sky blue, turquoise, and purple. So now I hope. Yes, that worked. Okay. So now I have to take this one up here and this picture here just to see. Okay, purple is from down to up. First we want to do the left to right, I think. So kind of problem is that we have a transition here. So this color here, we kind of have to create this color here too. So the question is, what's the best thing? Maybe the best thing would be taking this color. Let me see. These are definitely different colors. I want to do it like this. Yeah, I mean, it's really complicated to have these round forms because you have two transition, and I know with this here, with the blend tool, we can create transition, but I don't know. Linear, bilinear, radial, square, conical, shaped, spiral. That are the options. So radial is definitely interesting, but the problem is we have 4 different corners. So how does... Let me check these things out here. Let's create a new layer with white background. Let's use two colors we used, from purple to sky blue. That's how we go. This one here, and let me check radial how that looks like. If I kind of go like this, yeah, that's not working. How is conical to the center? Okay, that kind of looks better. Problem is just we have 4 colors, not only 2. That's the only problem. We have 4 colors and not 2. So I mean that looks not bad. As if the asymmetric. Oh. Oh, I see. I see. Square, bilinear, radial, conical. It's not too bad, conical. Can I create conical with 4? That's the question. What I could do is create something like that. And damn it. Yeah, anyway. And then we go from blue to purple. No, from purple to blue. With... Oh, come on. Oh wait, did I select the wrong? I think it's this one here. Yeah, it's this one. Sorry. Undo. Could you... Come on. Let's try this out. Now... Now we have this side like this. Actually, I only have to do these 2 sides here. Let's undo this. Sorry. That's actually fine here. But here we want to change it to the other colors. Back. Yeah, it's not nice drawn. What's the other one? Is this one here, right? To pink. There's no good transition. That's the problem. Let me look at this one here. problem is the transition here, around here. So maybe I have to concentrate on the transitions here instead of the transition from the top to here. I think that's the problem. So do I do this linear or not? That's the question. Okay, let's select nothing. Let me keep the conical, but let's go from this blue here to this blue here. Let me check something. Select see, I have to go from the center. I have to. Now I have here this transition. Now I take this square here, something like that, and I select the second color to pink, and I do kind of the same. Nope. No. No. Yes. Somewhat. Maybe that's wrong here. But then we have from sky blue to pink here, the transition. I hope you can follow what I'm trying to do here. At least trying is maybe the better word. Let me try this one here again. No. Yes, 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 exactly. More or less, at least. I wish it was a little bit more the blue one, but it's okay. Yeah, it's okay. Let's keep it like this for now. And now you have to do the same thing down below here. We can keep this blue, but we want to come from purple. I think we have to keep it same. No. Yeah. Transition here is just not really good. Let me finish this, and then I think this part here is not good yet. Purple to pink. Yeah. Oof. I mean, it goes into the direction I want it to be. However, yeah, maybe I can't use quarters. Maybe I have to do less. Kind of want transition. What when I do something like this here? and I choose the blue and okay, and the second color, the other blue. Let's do this same. Oof. Maybe I have to do it like this. So first I undo because I drawn on the wrong picture again. So let's make a square here. I have an idea. I know what the problem is. You know what? I can do this a little bit bigger and then draw over it. So I have this one here. Sorry, I have to change. Choose the center. I'm also not in the center. That doesn't matter too much, but okay. Yeah, sorry. That's kind of the problem with the experimental stuff. I just have to try and fail and try a different method and fail again until kind of hopefully I find the result. 50. I don't see. 500. Try to get from the middle. Okay. Now when I press it here, then the blue should be here. Then I was kind of, wasn't it right? I go in here. Then the blue is so. No, then it's of course it's below here. That's the problem, right? Oh, god damn it! Like this, it doesn't work. So I don't think it works like this. Because the problem is the blue is down here and the turquoise is here and the sky blue is here, right? Or am I wrong? So maybe conical is not the right choice. When I do radial, then the dark is down on the. Yeah, that's not the right one either. Linear is just. I could use linear, not kinda. Seems. Does that make sense? Now going linear from here to here. The problem is the center. Let's try this. There. So we want to be blue here, pink down here. And it kind of works here, but it doesn't work here, right? I think I have to do conical. Um, Okay, that's wrong. Repeat. Sawtooth wave. Oh no. Triangular wave. Does that mean nothing? Sawtooth wave. Yeah, I kinda. The problem is that I kinda want a linear. Why can't? It would be nice if you could change offset. Do we have something else here? Lines. Ooh, interesting. It's with the 4 colors here. Yeah, you know, that's kind of what I want, but different colors. Purple here, blue here. Can I choose the other colors? That would be nice. Gradient editor. What did I do? How about this one here? Yeah. I think I can do something like this if I understand how this thing here works. How can I change? Green. Let me try something. Let's see. Click, select, drag, move, shift, extend selection. Now I completely fucked it up. Don't even know anymore what I took at the beginning. I think this one here, right? Something like that. Something like that. Yeah. Well, maybe I have to kinda. I mean, the question is, do I need it? Because I don't have a round. Let me check something. Is there a transition here, anyways? Let me kind of explore this here. How long? Yeah, something over an hour. Yeah, this will be definitely part one. I will have to change the name. This stream here. But let me try a little bit more. Let me create a new layer. Okay, no. Delete this, forget it. Create a new layer. Transparency. Let's put it below. We can take this one off here. Can ignore this one here. I mean, we come from blue. Yeah. I will try something out in here. So this one is from pink, not pink, from turquoise to pink. Okay. We will keep it linear for now. Like this. Then here I will just, so it's easier for now, stay in squares. We go from our sky blue to turquoise, from here to here. Wrong. From here to here. Wrong. From here to here. From here to here. I see the problem. Maybe I have to take. Maybe you have to do it like this and then see what the result will be. I'm not too sure. The problem is in here I have like the purple colors and so on. Don't think I can create it like this. That's the problem. Almost I just want a translation between here. Do I want a translation in here? I don't think so. So let's try this again. Yeah, I'm not too sure. We will see. Turquoise to purple. Okay. I mean, now this one is correct, and we have this transition here. Is that what we want? So it doesn't work. Undo. It's done not be like this. Will this have the right effect? I mean, we can test it out. Okay, sky blue. Okay, to pink. Kinda more like, don't I have to do it like this? I believe that's better. Not too sure. It's kind of too much pink. Something like this. Or no, that's too much. Here to here. That could work. Outside again, probably for nothing. Turquoise. That's this line. So what? Okay, I understand. It doesn't matter where I start, to which point, only the steepness matters actually. That's helpful. So this one is not bad actually. Probably. Oh, no. You stay like you are. No. Wait a moment. Blue is more here. Oh, I see. Here it works. Then as more as we go into the center, we have a problem. But that's kinda... However, the question is this a problem? Actually, we go up here. Yeah, the center will be the biggest problem, probably. So this is wrong here. What did I do? Something like this? How about this? This. So I want purple in here, right? I see. Very difficult. Now I have to think about the transition here. I don't think that works at all. Is there a smear function? Does Blender have a smear function? Maybe under filters, blur, blur, blur. And so now you just blur the selected one. Edit, undo, undo, undo. Select none, filters, blur. Selective blur. Preview. Yeah, maybe I have to do it in this direction, something with a blur. Yeah, something like smear would be so much better to have now. Smear this things here. Why don't you have a smear function? Airbrush paint. Smear, blur shape. Oh, wait. Smudge tool, smudge selective brush. No, see. Okay, now I can get where I want to. Right. Let's take the purple. Yes, exactly. That's what I wanted. Something like this. Oh. More purple here. Great. I think we will try it with something like this for now. I mean, what should I say? I'm gonna see the effect, and then if we are in the right direction, let's do this. Let's finish this up here a little bit. And then see the effect, and then next time we will can define if we go in with this direction or with something else. Blur, sharpen tool. I don't see any change. Okay. Okay, let's take the lasso. That's bad. Yeah, anyway, okay, select none. Let's take the lasso tool. Let's go here, here, and delete this. Then none. Here. One. Delete this. Then here somewhere. Delete. Delete. And maybe this one here too. Delete. Okay. And what we do now is taking this layer and duplicate it, and then this layer here, remove. Oh, come on. Around here, and we change it here. Then we take this layer again. Make another duplicate, then move this one here. Try to fit it more or less. Let's push this down a bit. Yeah, it doesn't have to be perfect. Yeah, problem would just be, does it work seamlessly? That's the difficult question. Will be a big problem. Let's push this here. Let's take this as top layer. Probably we have to smear this point here too, or something like that. Okay, then we can take this one here. Okay, that, and move it up here. Yeah. This one here. Okay, and move it down here. Something like Yeah, that's not good. That doesn't fit very well here. One is a problem here. How about this? And then we go down. Where is there? Oh. Yeah, I will think about that later. And we have to create one more. Yes, so now this one we will remove here. Now I think I can new from visible, new merge layer mask, remove alpha. Merge visible layers, that's what I want. Expand that's necessary, merge. Now everything, all this is in one layer. That's what I wanted. And now we kinda want to smear this here. Something like that. This is still for testing. Maybe you have to work a little bit more. A little bit better next time. But for testing, will this work? Very good question. Maybe we have to make a flat transition here. You know what I mean? With the steel blue color, I forgot which one it is. That is flat. To make transitions here and also here, so we can make seamless. That's maybe not a bad idea. Let's save this one here for now. Untitled textures, patterns. Oh yeah, I want to do this as a pattern. What was the name for pattern? Pat? Just pat? Textures, pattern, pat. Let's call this scale test pat. Save. Given file name cannot be used for saving. Oh, sorry. File, save textures on here. Scale. Yeah, of course. So we cannot try test this out. Probably we have to make here a transition with the steel blue. But we can test this out here. So I export this as to k.d. project. So content test thing, no enemies, mesh, sandworm, and here scale, and for normal map. Export this, export, and import. And here enemies. Oh, please, not now. I'm almost finished. Now you wanna annoy me. Just wanna test one more thing out. Come on. Sandworm. And come on, don't do that. Stupid potato. So we uploaded the pattern here. Like I said, this won't be the final version, but we just want to test it out how it looks like. If it's worth to go further with that, or we have to kind of change. And why exactly now do you slow down? Stupid laptop. Anyway. So something that will maybe take 5 minutes will probably not take 20 minutes, thanks to my laptop. Anyway, let's talk about, while this guy here is working, let's talk a little bit. Like I said, this is extremely experimental with the normal map. Like I said, if I kind of figured out the best ways to do it, then I will probably do tutorials about it and upload it on my YouTube channel. But you see, it will be a case-to-case method to so we have to do this case by case. It won't be simple like that's how you do it, and so you can create normal maps, complicate the normal maps like this and so on. You have to kind of make this case by case. So this is the material I created. Here we have the texture, the drown texture I drown in Blender. I added this is added to base colors, so actually Unreal Engine does this automatic. Then I created a second texture sample, and in here I added my normal map, which I will now change to scale normal map. And here I have a texture coordinate, and this defines how many times we will repeat this texture here. So we can, later on we have to do it differently, we have to do the seamlessly different, but I will do that in another stream. I really want to kind of comment into this, but just as explanation what I did here in the material. So that's still extremely simple what you built here, what I built here. So if you want to really high-end textures, there's so much more you have to do here. But like I said, my knowledge about texture is still basic, and you see here that I try to learn more. And for these shorter streams are good. I don't think it will be too interesting if I would kind of do this 3 hours plus, but around an hour I think it's okay. I will do later a longer live stream about going deeper with our combat simulation 1 versus 1. I will what we did now is we kinda built the cycles. We built the cycle for our play character. When is his turn? When does he attack? We did a cycle for our enemy. When is his turn? How does he attack? What is the cycle of these two cycles that works on the same time? Trying to say complicated words I can't say in English. Oh, okay, just kind of on the same time, and so on. So now we want to get a step further and kind of put in the right variables for our play character, the right variables for our enemy, and oh my god, look at that. That looks amazing. It's fucking amazing. Now I'm happy. Yeah, you see the seamless, it doesn't work here, but look at that. That's why we have to do it. That's of course not the finished one. It looks better than I thought it would. I think when we do here flat transition, then this would improve quite a lot already, but that works so fine already. Ignore this part here, this transition. That's something we have to do seamless, like I said, in a different way. Or at least I hope we can do this. I'm not too sure. Maybe we have to go into Blender to do it. Maybe. I'm honestly surprised. I think in the next stream we will. How does it look from the distance? Maybe 50-50 is a little bit too much, but it's okay. Like I said, I don't know if I will even use this pattern in the end, but it definitely makes the whole thing look more interesting. Let's just check to finish this with that. Yes, anyway, so that's what I want to do today, to set up the variables that come into an attack. Maybe even, yeah, first we will make one attack for the player, and then we will make one attack for the enemy, and then see the effects, and then maybe we will set up different attacks with different effects and so on. And then so we can simulate already a battle actually. So that's kind of what I want to do and this will be a long stream, so 3 hours plus. It's difficult to say how far I get. In my game there are a lot of variables that really define how much damage you make, how effective, how the success rate is, and everything like that, and we really have to build this up. I'm not sure if we want to do it first easy, in a simple way, but no. But we probably will do it correctly from the beginning, or as correct as possible from the beginning. Problem is there are always kind of coming new attributes to the whole game and so on. I think there are two attributes I added to my list. I have to then also add to the game. Plus, there will be how can I call it? Weapon buffers, maybe, depending on how much you have improved your weapon. You will also affect the outcome of your attacks. These are things I have to think about. Let's go. Yeah. So I think there's one problem. And it's kind of like, I think, yeah, that's something we have to figure out later on. Still, it's not that difficult to make normal maps. It's difficult to make them look good, but yes. So I think we can kind of work a little bit here on the corners. The problem is now here, kind of. This one here is going up, and that's why it doesn't work. The effect doesn't work when you look at this point here. No wait, this one here goes inside, and this one here goes outside. Am I correct? It's very difficult, honestly. You have to look. Yeah, this one here we see it better. This one here goes inside, and we want the scales to come outside. So this one here is wrong. Why that is difficult to say here. But anyway, we have to work better with the texture about with this stuff here. Or with the texture itself. I think this one here maybe you see it good when I can zoom in correctly. I can't. Come on. This one here should go outside if I'm correct. It's hard to see, to be honest. Maybe a problem is settings. Yeah. Anyway, we still have to work with the normal map. We have to work more on the normal maps, but this is a good start, to be honest. It's definitely not the end result, and like I said, don't even know if I want to use scales for my sandworm here. But it's good that we can learn. We definitely learned a lot about normal maps today, and we will go further. Yeah, it kind of looks better from the distance, you see it better. Now this one look like they go inside, and this one look like they go outside. It's difficult to say. Hey guy. Yeah, and I have to think about the front. Maybe I can just close it down a little bit more. Anyway, yeah, and then we also will kind of work on the inside of the mouth, giving it more gloss. I have to think about the tongue. Maybe I have to give more bones to the tongue, or kind of work a little bit smoother with the whole tongue thing, or yeah, or find another way to do it. Anyway, I think that's good for now. We did now almost 2 hours, 2 hour stream, if I'm not mistaken. But it's definitely more on the top side of this kind of type of streams I want to do, from the length. So maybe sometimes it's a little bit difficult to really have a good ending with this stream. Maybe I just have to cut it off in the middle. It's something I'm not liking to do, but maybe it's something I have to do. Anyway, like I said, I will later on I probably will set up the stream. No, we already have. Okay. Yeah, in a couple of hours I will set up the next stream. Maybe I will create an event. I don't really know yet. And like I said, we will go deeper with more into detail with our combat simulation. That's what we do today. And then in the next days I will go further with the normal maps. I will work on different things with my sandworm, and so on, and then we kind of test out the streams a little bit, how good it works for me, to make the streams at different times, the smaller ones, and so on and so forth. And yeah, so anyway, thank you for watching. Like I said, there will be a second stream today, a little bit for compensating for the last week when I did not so many streams, and after Christmas, so maybe from 26th on, further on, definitely until New Year, probably a couple days longer than New Year. I will really try to do different streams and kind of maybe try different times, different lengths of the streams, and just how it works for me and so on. And then hopefully I will learn in this time, so kind of how I want to do the streams in the future, um, and so on. So I hope this, like I said, this is still normal maps, something still have to learn. I hope it was still you guys could take something from it. Like I said, you can also learn from mistakes that others do. So, and this is kind of fail and repeat, not fail and repeat, just try something, fail, try something else, fail, try something else, and now we get fail, and with every fail we get closer to what we want. Hope that makes kind of sense. And in the end, it's kind of like you don't have to do it. You can learn from my mistakes. I do, and from my fails, and we can narrow down together what is the best way to do it. Yes, so with that, I will stop talking, and maybe hopefully I will see you later in the day for the second stream. Thank you for watching.